Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this lovely little King of the Castle stream. There we go. I see the King of the Castle extension is there. Also, you are now audible on the stream, so behave.
We
No.
won. King of the castle.
Anyways, how does this work?
So,
Yes.
you go to once I actually created play on Twitch.
You just had to! You bloody had to!
So, as you should be able to tell, I have the extension running, so that's always nice. You will be able to join via chat once I'm actually in. Now it's time to decide on which factions we want to use.
I need to get my Twitch login again. Need reset password. Also, I need to mute your stream because this is
Maybe
very confusing.
Vikings.
So which factions do you want?
Oh,
One
wait,
per
there's the
person,
choice
let's
of
just leave it
five?
at that. I say Vikings.
You want to okay, definitely want to have the Vikings. Hey Mary, right in time. Also, I should it's just the channel of this name.
Name of channel, not channel of name.
Wait, why is there a music symbol?
Castle.
Why is there music?
Okay. So,
Barons of the March, who are what?
the Barons are kind of your Tsarist Russian Mongol kind of vibe, more Eastern. They focus a lot on being very honorable and militaristic. Also faith. Faith plays a big role for them. The Chiefs of the North are Vikings. That describes them pretty well. The Counts of the East are accused vampires. The Grandees of the South, I don't really know. And the Patricians of the Coast is essentially Venice.
Does anyone not own this game, by the way?
Me, but you don't really have to own it to play.
I mean, you don't need to own it, you can just join.
Oh, where's the
Also-
I'm sorry, where's the link?
We're using my Twitch.
Also, the stream name.
Yes, I planned
Suppose
for
it's
this.
appropriate.
Fine, whatever, I don't care. It can be live and still broadcast my stupidity. I am
I have
shameless.
returned.
You have returned, okay. Let's go with Barons and Counts, okay? That's I think the best. Barons Barons, Cheese and Counts. Unless someone really wants to be a
Cheese?
Patrician or a Grandee. Also, thank you. Any objections? I guess not.
I'm dealing with password stuff because.
Okay,
Twitch is
so
shouting
you
about
may now
passwords.
join this game by typing !join in Twitch chat.
See if this works.
There you are.
I
Also,
don't see it because you must next grant the extension access to read your Twitch username thing. Which is really making me mad. Just check out the
Stuff
stream.
is bullshit.
so Zenok is a chief, Renamon is a baron.
Oh, great. I suppose it's close to geographic position. Let's just say, if we were
Fucking
playing
GeoGuessr.
GeoGuessr, the game would get somewhere around 100 points. Give or take.
Crats.
Shadow, have you
I'm
managed to
dealing
find?
with. I need to like put in a code now. It's finally logging in.
So can you remove that damn animation finally?
Which one?
Check out your stream when possible. If you
I
can
mean, the
actually see.
thing on the top left.
Yes.
I'm
You can just
verify my
click. You can just click
channel.
on the crone icon. That will collapse it.
Ah, lovely.
Here's a question: how do I verify myself?
I have no
You
clue.
know.
Because I must be verified apparently.
I think there was like an email verification system last I remember.
No, it has to be my phone number, whatever.
Not
What? Do you use my Twitch chat?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm changing that right now. Because of the S, I have it locked down all the way.
Ah, I see.
Okay. I've made it so that you need nothing.
Thank you.
There's
To be honest, you
Shadow.
could have left on the age of account, maybe. Just in case he decides to show up as a
I mean, if it does decide to show up, he just gets
I must
banned.
grant access. Manage
Yeah.
access. Grant access.
Also, if you really want, you could have also specified your pronouns, but
Of course. Very boring, interesting.
That's fine.
okay.
I am a microwave.
In the
What?
counts of the East.
Oh, it didn't work.
Microwave.
You said you could specify a pronoun. I am a microwave.
Oh, you have the choice
I
between
prefer the
he,
Apache
he,
helicopter.
him, she,
I'd
her,
like to
and
be an Apache helicopter.
I thought you wanted to be a Hand of Nod.
No.
Oh, we got
Also,
red
Also, that's
coming.
random
Beazle 07, I assume that's you, Mary?
No, I think
That's a random, I think.
No, that's me.
That's you, actually. Surprising. Join! Exclamation mark! Join attack helicopter!
Yeah, it says you specify pronouns after the join. It won't let you be an attack helicopter this game. This,
That's the
This
year
game
already
is wrong.
joined.
this game needs to be cancelled.
Wee.
I'm the Count of the East.
Yeah, yes, actually, you're the Count of the East.
Well,
I
at
might,
least
I
you
might
know how
get
to count.
some more people from the German guys, but I don't think so.
At least you know how to count.
Yeah, he's count.
Count of the Count. Counting the
You
count.
should also remember to be accountable for your actions. I'll stop.
Da-dum.
There is
Oh,
no
funny.
stopping now.
Unfortunately, when the bad jokes have been triggered, the bad jokes continue.
Well, I guess I kinda started.
Yes.
Also, Sal, you need more channel thingies that I can spend my fuel rods on.
Yeah, I suppose I'm stuck at 19k fuel rods.
I just want
I have
to. I just want
18K.
as much to. I just want the.
It's interesting
1,000.
now because the fuel rods actually, well, you're not captain me anymore, so those have to be readjusted.
Oh no,
Looks
Sal
like
has
the,
to still honor the giving Bicons to everyone. He must source
We're
them
gonna have
somehow.
to readjust the
When does Cell begin?
statements afterwards.
When does thing begin? When I'm doing thing. Give me a moment.
Thing.
I'm messaging
It's-
if 2 more people.
There's 6 people. Why? How is there 6 people now?
There's
6 viewers.
6 viewers.
Hey, that's
That's
actually
for us
weird. That's
here.
one more viewer than.
There's 2 people.
There's 4 players, and me, because I actually count as a viewer when I'm looking at the stream manager.
yeah. As I said, we're gonna have to discuss the fuel rod policy afterwards, in private.
Also, I don't see Mary's name in here anymore. In the chat.
Why you gotta be calling me out like that, dude? I'll be back.
Eyes have eyes like the Hulk.
At this rate, I could have screwed up my brutal match.
Brutal.
Let's
I was
begin.
playing Kane's Wrath whilst you were waiting for you.
So, I assume that
So,
all of you have never played this game before.
Yes.
Nope.
So,
never.
as you might be able to tell, I am the king. Huzzah, you're the nobles. So, in order for me
Huzzah.
to win, I must acquire an heir and then complete my ambition. I will have to
Quick,
prevent
over.
you guys from completing your schemes, and I'll have to keep your defiance low so that you can't rebel. For you guys to win, you will need to get through all 3 stages of your respective schemes. Then there will be regular, like in every event pretty much, there will be a vote for you. So I'm not a totalitarian king. It's more of a... verdammt. Representative monarchy kind of deal. And if your defiance is high enough, you may rebel. Of course, you need a high military. Should have a high military for that. And
I see.
then each season we will have 3 events. So this is our kingdom here. We have the March, we have the North, and we have the East.
The East. This looks very familiar.
Vanilla.
You mean
Very
this
familiar.
looks like there is a Great Wall up here?
Yeah, it looks like there could be a Great Wall in the north,
Like
and
Vernfeld.
maybe a bank somewhere south. I see I'm very good. We're very good at farming.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just want
so-
to verify. I need to type what Renamon typed, right?
Hmm?
Oh.
No, you don't need to join a tech helicopter.
I wanted to identify as a tech.
No, how the
The game will let me.
forget it. Okay.
Also, you're still in here, by the way.
It's all good. Okay.
So yeah, these are the stats. These are Kingdom, Authority, Stability, Treasury, and these are your guys' stats. And since I don't have a face cam, I will not be constantly obscuring them like a certain Bavarian YouTuber streamer
Okay.
yesterday.
So, good military points.
Shade.
I like.
Okay, let's start with the coronation.
Is it chicken?
Yeah. Okay. Also, you guys can have a chance to rebel when your defiance is higher than either authority or stability, whichever one is higher. So at the moment you could rebel if your defiance is higher or is at least 6.
Note taken.
Your Majesty, they scheduled your coronation to take place in the week's
Great
time.
voice actor for
Shouldn't
this.
I be reading these out because these are, or do you?
Shouldn't you be on reading out your answers?
Or do we
Yeah.
want to do this kind of a visual novel style? Like, I read the king and you guys read your characters.
Or read our characters.
I
but there's
suppose
also
so,
neutral
but we need a
characters.
neutral reader to read some
Villain.
we're
randomites.
just gonna
fill
go, we're just gonna cycle through the list of people, I guess. So Mary starts on this one.
Or we could get Microsoft Sam.
No.
Not Sam.
Microsoft
I'm not-
Anna.
Not even in the game, so I don't know what's going on. That's why I was asking, but you guys wouldn't give me an answer. So
You need to time ! join.
You're in the game. Aren't you?
Yeah, you actually.
Also,
Do with
Ah.
the Baron.
There's a
Fox Dren? Does anyone recognize that guy?
didn't actually choose that, but okay.
No. Close.
You can type join she or whatever you want. Oh no, they.
No,
Oh, you can't
the
do
faction will be randomly assigned.
Yeah.
So the next person that comes in would join the chiefs.
Oh, Fox is my.
Okay, let's
Patron.
just get started. So, Would someone be so kind to read the Chancellor?
Your
That's
Majesty,
regarding
I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
Shouldn't I be giving the orders now?
Are you gonna click it?
Well, I did. We're on the next one.
Oh, we're in the delay.
Oh, there's a little bit of delay due to that
Yes.
Twitch being Twitch, so that's gonna be fun.
Of course, Your Majesty. But to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back.
Very well then, what must I do?
Oh, we got 7.
As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Let's get this over with then.
You could stream
The council
your
will
stream
decide
as
your
well.
fate.
Hmm?
So you could also stream your screen just to get it through the delay. Probably. But I think that'll probably slow down the internet.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, also shall we
Shall
call
we-
the nobles in? Sorry.
Call the nobles in.
So. Okay, I will just ignore these, just very quickly look through these tutorials and... Okay, so, to explain what will happen now. We have 4 options, or actually, sorry, I have to rephrase that. You have 4 options, because this is a council vote. You will be able to vote by typing !vote and then a space and the letter for which option you want once I start the vote. On the right you will see what effects that will have. So for example, if you go for A, host a lavish period with jugglers and fountains of wine, the treasury will go down by 1,000 and stability will go up by an unspecified amount. If it says stability or authority, it will affect, well, stability and authority. If it says faith or military or any other of the 5 kingdom specific, noble specific stats, it will not specify which faction is actually affected. Just that one faction will be affected, but usually you can gather out of the event which faction will be affected. And of course, I have the ability to mark certain ones as I either veto one or mark one as the one I personally want. And I think I'm gonna...
I think the marker's good for like large streams. Veto's better for small.
No, I'm actually just gonna let all of you guys decide. So, voting is open. You may vote by typing whatever you want. Oh, that was I will not comment on this.
So wait,
You need exclamation mark vote and then...
Why would you vote A? We want C.
We're the best farmers. We
Throw 'em in the river.
sell as much as we can. Sell the food.
Okay, voting is over.
But Renamon, that's what you do when you baptize somebody, okay? Not for a coronation.
Also, I would just like to say, also, these are somewhat randomized, I think? Because we had a different one. When I was playing this with the Bavarian streamer, we threw him into the river. Like, no questions asked. We just straight threw him into the river. I think everybody voted for that.
See.
Okay, so, host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Stat changes.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, Dallas would say down here what would happen. So the treasury has gone down, but stability has gone up. Also, marry if you please. Actually, no, that's just flavor text. So I'm gonna do that myself. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? There we go. Now we move on to council introduction. So let's cycle the characters through. So Renamon.
Hmm.
Renamon's now the Chancellor.
Eat.
You're now the Chancellor.
Get the glasses.
Okay, where's my glasses?
Get a mallet.
No one can see anyway. Pretend I'm wearing glasses. Now that you're the king, the first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, bleak March.
Well then,
What?
I will introduce myself to the chiefs of the north.
Chief Zinok of Nod.
Yeah, what? I'm supposed to read?
Yes,
You!
it's you.
I don't know any horrible accent, so good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot.
Well then, I'm gonna move on to the Counts of the East.
Ah,
Oh, it's a premium noble. But this is a player who is brought King of the Castle. Wait, so that's Count Foxconn then, who isn't
Wait,
here, I
that's-
assume.
they've left, I think. I guess I took over for them.
Yeah, I guess you'll just voice the counts then.
An honor to finally meet your acquaintance, your majesty. May you escape the doom that has befallen your predecessor.
Well, let's lastly meet the Barons of the March.
Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll wisp this kingdom into shape. Hmm? I doubt it.
And with that, the introductions are finally done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh
Come
and
on,
sit
cheese.
back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs.
Sound like Arcturus?
So, the path to victory and ambition. The more can and complete the ambition to win the game. I suppose it's useful but not necessary.
So, kidnapping.
Yeah. Does anybody... well, Shudder is next in line, so you're the spy master.
Your
Apparently.
majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place.
Those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paperback.
Better kings than you have been toppled by the treacherous nobles, your majesty. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir, and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
So this is where I will choose my win condition. And I'm gonna go for as a peacekeeper.
An admiral aim.
Who's drinking?
Me.
Think, Shudder.
Everyone?
I was drinking water. I suggest over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Don't fuck it up.
Okay, so, just to reiterate, every season there will be 3 events. Usually it's one for each faction, though that can, and I've seen it, be very different. Like yesterday we spent I watched for 1.5 hours and I only had one event with my faction. So,
Uh-oh.
but usually it's one for each faction. So now we will end season, and now it's your guys' turn to decide on your schemes.
Chiefs of the North.
So these will always have 3 stages with specific stat requirements, and this is how you win the game. So, since we only have one chief, I will fill in for Chief Skuld. Chief of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Arcturus Mengsk. How do we make that happen?
Oh,
Okay,
great. It's
so
a
these-
monarchy.
Are your options?
How do I vote again?
You type exclamation mark
Votes.
vote and then the number.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna pick.
Doppelganger.
This is the third time I'm seeing Chiefs now, and for the third time in a row, they've picked Ragnarok. Like,
What a surprise!
yeah.
Who
Okay.
would have guessed it?
So the Chiefs are going for Ragnarok, which means they have to raise. The Chiefs plan to make an alliance with the Ice Giants to take over the kingdom. Well, that sounds familiar. First, they must not be weak, or the Giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 3 seasons.
Oh,
I would like to
I
take
have a
this
head start.
opportunity to point out that you've already fulfilled that. That's common, though. Okay, I will also once again fill in for this Baron. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne.
Lacks the amounts of
And
rush
this
I'm
is the
expecting.
goals for the Barons.
Nor others' military, though stability or though authority.
Why is
Um,
modernization lower others'
Mary?
military?
Mary.
Are you not in the game?
Awaken my child and
No,
embrace
I
the
am
glory
here,
that is your
Jesus
birthright.
Christ.
No, that's
Because you didn't vote.
Twitch game.
That's
I guess it's the monarchy of Renamon.
seems like it.
Renamonarchy.
Boah.
What? I can make back jokes as well.
Ah, I see. So, you will be going for subterfuge. Lower stability.
Honestly, I would have voted B, but I don't want to cause.
If there is a tie, I get to decide.
You can also just
No.
converse Renamon.
The Barons plan to replace the King's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons.
So
So
they're
you're
in
backwards
direct
to
competition
start.
of your ambition.
Yes. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false king Arcturus Mengsk wears the crown.
I have a feeling my leaders.
And this is your ambition.
Blood for the blood god.
Ah,
Yes,
oh
yes,
no!
throne.
You heretic!
I knew it. We went for the same thing when we were
Heresy!
doing counts.
Dollars for dollar for the starter throne.
I mean, that's the best, that's like the best one for you to pick because you already have the
Follow
highest
that.
farming.
Yeah.
The counts are going for the blood ritual. The counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other
Yeah, that's
regions,
music.
paving a clear path to the throne. First, the master ensure the East can withstand the famine.
Oh, Nurgle.
To advance this scheme, the counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons.
Starve them out.
Okay, this is just the overview.
Let's see.
So, you can see here-
Step uncle. What?
Bastard of shooting questionable claimant.
So yeah, this is just the overview of your nobles and what your scheme is.
Yep, so already saying they have a right to your throne.
Okay, let's go on. Okay, I will start with the honor guard. I'm gonna do the honor guard last. Let's start with low on lumber.
Appears we have no more wood.
Zanok.
Your Highness, will you tell the superstitious counts to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need wood for our craftspeople.
I've told you 1,000 times, Chief. The forest is thoroughly haunted. It'll damn us all if you go logging there.
But you sold a logging contract and said the contract has no exclusions for haunting.
Also notice, some chief's wealth has decreased and some count's wealth has increased. Every single noble has their own pocket.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
your
that's
personal
fine.
wealth, and if you have your... sorry, it's visible here.
33.
And you should also be able to access it via the King of the Castle Twitch extension, if that's actually
Yeah.
running for you.
We can.
Zanok?
Your Majesty, the counts can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments.
And of course, there's also these lovely little checks. And
Council votes.
this is a
Can't.
council vote, yes.
Like, things are so tiny I can't see what it says.
Oh, sorry. This is a 30% success. This is a trade check with 30% success. This here is also a trade check with 30% success. Then we have Defiance up, Authority down, or we have a 60% authority check, or authority check with 60%. So the chiefs of the contract and may go logging, let them harvest the lumber which share the proceeds with the counts, turn the forest into a joint northern eastern hunting reserve, fence the area off to make sure no one goes near it. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark this one as the monarch's choice. Voting is open.
We want no one must cut the wood.
That's 3 out of 4.
Something.
Just be with the delay of the stream.
Okay, voting is over. Let's see. So you went with
What's
D.
a trade check?
Fence the area
This is
off
like
to
a
make
thing.
sure no one goes near it.
Oh, brilliant. But I
Authority
lumber
challenge
paid
succeeded.
for that.
Give it a rest, won't you? The council has spoken, and it's for your own good.
When it's clear the council won't reconsider its position, Chief Zenok slinks back to the north. The haunted forest falls back into obscurity and legend.
Council is just a bunch of mythic.
Council is a bunch of scamming.
Okay, let's see.
Devils.
The jousting tournament. Zenok, it's your turn to be the Chancellor.
Your
Chancellor.
Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic.
I'd love to I'd love to attend and support a knight.
Unfortunately, you cannot see me nodding my head. It wouldn't be my ideal day out, Your Majesty, but I'm sure you will have a marvelous time.
Also, to the person in the chat, we are basically just getting started. We're set up. We're in the 2nd season now. And
The counts have.
you are the 2nd chief.
The count has
Someone actually
prevented
joined
the
me.
chiefs from cutting down wood.
Yes. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm sitting here in a voice chat with 4 others, so that's why you're hearing so many voices. It's time for the Honor Guard. Zanok, I have to bother you again because I think you'll be the perfect marshal.
Okay then. Now that you are king, you need personal protection. Why? I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not?
I will go for I suppose so. But if you go for I'd like to see you try. There is the response from the marshal is, you could have sworn that you'd heard a light chuckle. But I suppose so.
You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision.
Well, what are my options?
Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers.
No, we don't.
Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all.
Thank you very much for the follow. Okay then. Tell me about the Northern Warriors. Also, let's just say that these will get read by the people that are actually in the faction.
Okay then. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable, and in a fight, unbeatable.
Well then,
Rock and stone!
they are Vikings, not dwarves.
Rock and stone!
Tell me about the Eastern Knights.
There's more people joining.
Yeah, I
No,
see
not
that.
me. The Order of the Downed Rose.
Drowned.
Highly respectable. Drowned? Oh, fuck, drowned.
Drown.
That's so fucking
Brilliant.
edgy. What the fuck? Oh, highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in actual battle. They mostly write poems these days.
Ah.
It's very edgy, fuck.
You are the edgy faction.
Bloody reliable.
Tell me about the veterans of the March. Mario Runnemon.
Let Mary get this one.
Silent.
Is Mary still
perhaps.
here?
Ranamon, you have to
Just
take over, I
take it,
think.
I guess.
These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace. But they're loyal and as tough as nails.
I have made my decision,
It's us.
and my verdict will go to the Northern Warriors.
How fucking dare you?
Brilliant. Rock and stone. Mine part,
Yeah.
I suppose. Warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in their big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints.
This is such an
I guess
amazing
they couldn't handle the
Northern
blackout.
style.
I was about to say the
Yeah, no,
blackout stout or the
No, that's the 3 events we had.
Oh.
It's time to end the season. So, now we get to the next funny bit.
Yay.
Yeah, blah. I will explain them myself. So, available here, you can now see 6 options for buildings. You will be able to bid money from your personal pockets on this by utilizing the command !fund space, then the letter of what you want to fund, another space, and then the amount you want to spend. On the right, you will also be able to see how much money all of you have in their pocket.
See.
One thing worth pointing out. If these buildings do something with stability or authority, then it will actually affect that. If it's one of the specific stats, it will affect whichever faction this building belongs to. So if, for example, the cathedral gets built, the Baron's faith will go up by 1. But nobody
My
else's.
stadium gets built, the my military drops.
Yes.
Oh.
So, I would say prepare your bits, everyone. And let
how
us
many
get...
can be made? Is it the two highest funded?
sorry, it's the 2 highest funded buildings will be built. Let's start.
Yeah, you have a bloody head start, you devils. Goodness, money.
Can I change my funding later?
No.
I guess.
Oh. Oh, I see. All my money is gone already. So, no, I can add more if I wanted to.
Yeah, oh no, yeah. If you still have
Mr.
money, you can fund
Sassaflowers
more.
Sorry, yeah, Mr. I noticed your pronouns. Yes, you'll be funding this.
So at the moment, Bravo and Charlie would be built. Personally, I have to say I'm a big fan of Delta.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
What?
No.
Okay, time is up. And the buildings funded are the fortress, so the chief's military will go up, and the prison, so the stability of the kingdom will go down. Noted.
Also, the stream audience may be wondering why some of our people's reactions are faster. That's because we're sitting in the voice chats of Discord, and we are currently watching a Discord stream. So
Yeah.
we have faster reactions.
That's mainly because I'm abusing them to turn this into a bit of a visual novel, and I want them to
I
be able
suppose
to
that's
read
our paycheck.
along.
Unfortunately, yes, paycheck.
Paycheck.
That's when I'm gonna get my fuel rods.
Soon. Let's start with the Archbishop's request. Well, okay, I don't want to bother Zanok again, so Renamon, you're the Archbishop.
Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. Too long have the Northerners been allowed to worship their heathen tree gods in brazen defiance of the ninth god.
Can I just point out that this is blatantly copied from Game of Thrones?
That's what I meant. The map looked familiar.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's also what I was talking on about.
Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm.
I'll have to bring it to the council.
You should have done the third option. Of course, Your Majesty, I would expect nothing less.
Let's see. Actually... Very democratic, let's go!
This is rigged! This is rigged! Also, why am I streaming this? This benefits me, I suppose. This is still rigged! This is more rigged than the Crucible bot, for Emperor's sake!
Too bad.
I think this is a good use of a veto. Also, Mary... Oh no, your votes are going through? Yeah, they are going through.
Yeah, yeah. Voting's ended.
Oh, not everyone's votes are going through. Like, okay, Sandy Flowers is here, Fox is here. Weird. Okay,
So-
continue.
People who
Okay,
voted
that doesn't work. Okay, makes sense.
Very well. If this is the will of the council, then so be it.
Zanak?
That's fine. I'm glad that the council respects our sovereignty enough to leave us to our own business. God bless you.
Gods!
God's bless you.
Okay, then let's carry on with the favored competitor. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing with excitement.
Puzzling?
Random one? Oh, sorry, Mary. That's Mary.
All right.
Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today.
Cheering erupts, and the nobles stamp so hard the stands tremble. Also, Mary, you can jot the Discord stream so you can immediately see.
Shut up, Salderim. Don't point out my stupidity. My liege, not
Oh, sorry.
really.
I thought it was
Still
only.
watch the Twitch stream now,
Why was my
actually.
dialogue?
Sorry, I thought it would only move on to the next one when I actually click on the arrow.
First is Baron James Games 415, the Cunning, who won every bout last year. Some claim that he cheated, but surely they're just jealous. Second is Baron Jetfire Forever. No one thought they would succeed this year, but they obviously trained hard. People are calling them the underdog.
Shut it.
And
Sorry.
last is Count Foxdren, the interloper, a surprise foreign contestant, but he qualified nonetheless. So, Your Majesty, who will you favor?
Two of them aren't even here.
Interesting that the Chiefs are not participating, but I suppose they're not interested in jousting. They're interested
Also,
in
yeah, I
chopping
think that's a
people's
bit
heads
too honorable for the Chiefs. I'm gonna go for Baron Jetfire Forever, the underdog.
Why?
You beckon them forward and affix the ribbon to their chest. The crowd cheers as they ride to the starting post. I'm gonna go with clap politely.
Ooh. I know.
Come on.
Yay.
B bows once more and the bout begins. Please tell me I get a vote to aim for your face.
What?
Count Foxdren is their first opponent. Their horses stamp as the two jousters glare at each other across the field. Well, I guess Shattered, you've just won all counts.
Oh yeah. How about you?
The jousters gallop towards each other. Foxdren catches Jetfire Forever squarely in the chest with his lance.
Oh,
Slowly,
ladies.
painfully, they topple down to the dust.
Most pleasing victory. Oh, most pleasing victory.
A little more excitement
orders.
in your voice.
Most pleasing victory.
Count Foxdren goes
Tommy.
on to win the day, claim a hefty cash prize, and is on track to win the entire jousting championship. And their personal, I guess, his personal wealth,
Bloody rich.
I don't know,
That person.
has increased. Baron Jetfire Forever carries on bravely competing, but the barons mutter that your so-called favor is nothing but bad luck.
Am right?
Looking
It
really-
reminds me a little bit of what we had yesterday, where the faction that the king said, like, these are my favorites, got absolutely run into the ground and were the first to rebel. Okay, that's finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Would it be obvious if I say Mary? Could you read this character? And would you be mad?
Sir,
I'm
that
just
is
assuming all our genders.
sexist. But of course I will read it. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year.
I've been busy.
You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men? Women? Or do you not mind?
Ah,
I
sounds
mean-
easy. You ain't picky.
Neither.
My decision is easy, but I'm very tempted to just run this through a poll just to see what happens.
Do it.
Do it.
I actually know what the hell's gonna happen if you're gonna run it through a poll. I know it.
Also,
We
I'm
all
not
know, we
interested
do
in
it
love is not an option. It will be man, woman, or any.
Are you doing a Twitch poll?
And yes, I will allow additional viewer votes for 10 viewer votes a vote. Additional votes for 10
Additional
viewer
few
votes a
rods
vote.
for 10 few rods a vote.
Okay,
Yeah, I was not
18,000 worth of euros coming in.
Okay, let's see. Poll is running for a minute.
I
I'm
already
expecting
knew this
viewer
is gonna
votes to
go
get
in this
spent on this.
direction. I knew it was gonna go in this direction.
Oh, yeah, fuck, yeah. I clicked the wrong thing myself, actually.
Look at that.
You're spending so much.
Predictable.
You guys are wasting your viewer rods. I think Renamon is wasting his viewer rods.
Yeah, I got the auto clicker going.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Whoa, the Emperor. I'm not surprised.
I mean, I was waiting for Eddie, but okay.
Nah, I was waiting for
Alright.
Ben, and I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, that's gonna
50
make the whole
€50.
spouse thing a little more difficult, isn't it?
Magic.
Well, Renamon contributed 470 channel points. You did 47 additional votes.
So in other words, only 3 votes were cast by someone that wasn't a crazy weeb.
Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most
Many.
influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer.
I'm
Okay,
surprised
then.
the mother did not have a
Comment?
moment where
Oh, the
she
mother
bonked
is very forward thinking.
in the head.
Also, end season. So, this is my opportunity to either do a common tax to increase the treasury, or tax a specific faction, increasing their defiance but also touching on their personal pockets. That is an opportunity I'm not gonna let slip.
What did you just do?
I text the
Attack the
Chiefs.
Tax the Chiefs.
You devil!
Sorry, I'll have to take a short bio break. I'll be right back.
Oh my compressed gold!
Oh well. There's a little bit of money.
Me hungry. Me order McDonald's.
McD.
Oh, you poor soul.
What?
We're playing King of the Castle. You're supposed to order Burger King. Get the crown.
Ew.
The little,
Fair
the
enough,
little
to be
paper
honest.
crown.
Ew, I
Get a
just
Happy
lost my
Meal.
appetite. The Grand Big Mac is back. There, is that kingly enough? A Grand Big Mac?
Okay, I have returned. Let's start with a prediction.
Just the excellent news from beyond the sky. As your greatness knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. Oh,
Well, Saturn Flowers is good. Good job, Saturn Flowers. You're an amateur astronomer.
I've seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the north. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event.
Run on. Run on, it's
Baron,
Baron.
I was wondering what. Great God, no! An eclipse is a warning from the ninth god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow.
All the nobles start talking at once. Some are excited, some horrified, but all are very loud.
Sounds pretty quiet in here, actually.
Welcome. I guess Nightcrow. Close enough. So, what do we have to offer? We have focus on holy protection against this eclipse, faith and defiance, encourage visitors to the north to witness the event, defiance and trade, and these sun-obsessed fools should focus on their land, not the sky. There isn't really a good option here, so I'm just gonna say fire away. Votes are open.
Does this farming affect the chiefs? I'm guessing. Or does it affect everyone?
Go on, voting is open, only 8 seconds remaining. Why is it always only like 3 or 4 people participating when there's so many? There's 8 nobles!
Yeah, but
I
some of
guess
the people
everyone
have
else is
dropped off.
drinking,
You currently have 4 viewers.
Yeah, I know.
doing other activities. Like, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Northern sagas have few specifics about the sun going dark other than the usual "we're all going to die", so the chiefs turn to church scripture for help. The Baron's defiance has gone down, and the chief's faith has gone up. You hope they will find something before the eclipse occurs. Okay,
That's
then
lovely.
a letter. Chancellor?
Letters arrived from Baron Jetfire, Your Majesty. Your favored competitor from the Baron's jousting tournament, if you recall.
I do recall, I think.
They were badly injured in the final bout and had to pay an expensive physician to treat their leg.
Oh, look at that! The mod is
yeah.
broke!
I mean,
Again.
you broke too.
Yes. That's because you taxed me, you bugger.
Nobles across the land have raised concerns about the safety of jousting. They're worried the fad will become even more dangerous.
Okay, let's see, what do we have? We have ignore the safety concerns, ban jousting altogether, or compensate Baron Jetfire forever for their injuries.
See,
I'd like
see.
that. That was obvious. You need a space in between.
Yeah.
Oh, great. It's a
Also-
three-way tie.
Once again,
Man
if there is a
jousting.
tie, I get to decide. Okay, operative.
Very
That's a
pleased
lot
with
better to pronounce, I have to say.
You need to join.
Oh, there is a tie.
Oh,
geez, I wonder
brilliant.
what Al's gonna pick.
Alright, they should join. Exclamation mark.
Oh, you're too
join,
late, Mary. Sorry.
And your pronoun. And you should
Okay, I will break the
vote
tie
next
by
time.
selecting this. Ignore the safety concerns.
Yay.
To hurt you, Zal. Going to hurt you.
As the barons slap each other on the back, the chancellor looks pained. What? Oh, 70%! As it turns out, they were right to be reluctant. Jousting-related injuries permanently sidelined dozens of the Baron's finest knights.
Oh no.
In the end, jousting dwindles in popularity. The Barons have simply run out of comparators. Also, Oberith, that is the FX semi whatever something person.
The Oberth joined? Oh, they changed. Oh, I see.
They changed for better pronunciation.
I see.
Okay, it's time for the eligible option.
Much confusion.
Queen Mother.
Mary has been summoned once again.
I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance.
What if I don't want to marry any of them?
Fucking bad.
That's a decision that can wait after you've seen them, isn't it?
Your
Can we
mother
just have
leads
a
you to the
quickie?
Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on each. Whatever. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait! I don't even get to meet them?
There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs.
First portrait.
Do we want to do
This
these with
This
the...
Asgal, firstborn son of the Northern FX. Oh god, Chisame Night Kuro clan.
For now known as
Oberith.
Oberith.
Oh, for now known as Oberith, okay. Apparently the other Northerners have nicknamed him Windspeaker. Can't imagine why. Maybe because it's easier to say. He keeps the company of witch women and god speakers who have taught him mysterious secrets. Had a bit of a controversy a while back when his clan hall burned down. He was to blame somehow.
I can see the appeal, I suppose.
And this is Grigor, the eldest son of Eastern Moon's Lightkeeper dynasty. He's a good-looking one, eh? Not a bad word is said about him. Everyone likes him.
Also, Moonlight's Keeper, welcome to the party.
He's lost half the family fortune in gambling halls, unfortunately. He got in some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. Nobody
Zarok!
really expected it.
The Inquisition was mentioned.
How does one get in trouble with the Inquisition and come out alive?
Oh, wait! Oh, it's Aika and Papa. Oh, welcome to the party. Didn't realize it's you two. He's an intriguing candidate.
And finally, we have the March's
I read it.
offering. Martin's scion of the prestigious James Gate 415 bloodline. A typical baron, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. And apparently he's a hell of a fighter. Brave as a lion, tough as nails. A terror to behold. That's just about the only thing that he's good at, actually.
So, are you saying he's fast as hounds, tough as leather, and... No, sorry.
Dense as a rain cloud, yes.
And as strong as Kruppstahl.
Okay.
Weißt ja, deutsche Kinder sollen so schnell wie Windhunde, zäh wie Leder und hart wie Kruppstahl sein. God, I'm not actually... I shouldn't be saying that. Sounds like a laugh.
What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions. But you'll gain a lifelong alliance.
Okay. Also, for the people that weren't there when we sent my mother out to look for candidates, Twitch chat decided that my preference lies with men. I have made my decision.
Surprisingly.
Decided. Brennan decided.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Come on.
actually.
Yes.
One person decided
person.
because I made it possible to vote with channel points.
470 channel points well spent.
I should have made it 100 per vote.
Oh, you know that wouldn't have changed anything.
Would have prevented
Also?
any.
Mary, if you please.
Well, which of them do you wish to marry?
I will have to go with Griga of the East.
No, you're no longer defiant.
God damn it. Aloof.
Well,
Alright.
at least that choice, since he's a vampire, you know he's a good sucker.
Oh my.
Him.
Run on. Oh, God damn it. Not again.
Also,
I don't know.
Mary, you have a line.
I think she disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah.
I think she was
Okay,
cringing at the joke.
Yes,
Ex-
I have connected.
She's back.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll make the arrangements.
Well done. Let's carry on. Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. To explain what this is one of the scheme events. So, the schemes will always have a time frame, and for the chiefs it was 3 seasons, and I think for the other two it's 4 seasons. So after that time has passed, there will be an assessment of how far you are in your goal. And since the chiefs have sufficient military, they will progress in their scheme.
Lovely.
Ragnarök.
My ears. Praise Morgana. Initial talks with the ice giants are going so well that they've gifted us a new patch of fertile land in the northern valleys. The gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of a alliance strong enough to rock the world. Rock and stone. Aye, the ice giants are a formidable ally, tall as a building and limbs like tree trunks, and those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first, we must offer something the giants desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage? Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist.
For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must raise other regions trade to a combined total of 10 or more in 3 seasons.
Not that
To
far off, I
explain
suppose.
what that means. The trade value from the other 2 factions combined will have to be 10 or more. At the moment it's at 9. Also,
Not that
apparently
far
the
off.
Barons event was also only 3 seasons because this is your status update. Deep in the forest of the March, Baroness Mary, has gone boar hunting with a few of their close friends.
The kingdom's fine. No one's calling for the king's advisors to resign. We need to step it up. More chaos. More panic.
Then we can swoop in and offer the king an olive branch.
Yes. And if he doesn't want to take it, we'll shoot it from a crossbow at 200 yards.
Ooh, that sounds glorious.
The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. We're
Thank
close.
God.
Also, when you haven't achieved your goal by the time or at the end of the time frame given, it will go to every turn it can be fulfilled because you missed your time frame. Also, yeah. Okay. So, this is now something for me,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna. So, I can have a maximum of 3 laws. These are like the Monarch's Choice, the veto, and now I can add another one.
Oh, you should put this up to a poll.
And this is actually my personal decision because this is one thing I can use to play the game.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna adopt Call for Unity. +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for any one option.
Damn you.
Well done. Let us continue. With a fateful tree.
Your Greatness, ill winds from our new fortress.
What's happened to it?
It's not the fortress exactly. Amongst the forest are very rare trees indeed. The greater arrow tree was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself, and stands over 200 feet tall.
That's a very tall tree.
It is indeed, Your Greatness, but it's part of the problem. Unfortunately, all the visitors to our newly built fortress are disturbing the soil, and the greater arrow tree is dying.
We can either pay money.
Oh, okay,
I
I'm gonna
think
go Call for
Yeah,
Unity.
it's-
Can I? Oh, okay, I can just do a Call for Unity. So I can't do a Monarch's Choice. That's a bit of a shame.
Hmm.
Because what I wanted to do is Monarch's Call for Unity and Alpha. But I'm gonna do Call for Unity and I'm gonna say vote Alpha. That's the Monarch's Choice. That was
Fuck you.
so obvious. That's not gonna get voted for. Oh, it's exclamation mark vote Alpha. Or vote whatever.
That's another piece of psychological warfare you just tried there.
One more person won't be.
No, Shattered voted A.
Damn you, Shattered.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's a split choice. Also, Call for Unity didn't succeed.
Oh, you got another.
Well,
Right,
obviously I know what you're gonna pick, because you've announced it quite multiple times.
Voting tied. So I will have to step in,
Alpha technically also got
and
another.
I'm
vote,
actually
so-
gonna pick this one. I'm gonna pay Chief Oberif to build strong fences around the tree. Northern carpenters set to work, fencing off the greater arrow tree and its companions. Visitors still come to the fortress and admire the immense tree, but its ancient soil remains undisturbed and its bark uncarved. Treasury has gone down a little bit, but stability has gone up, and your personal wealth has increased a little bit. It becomes a symbol not only of the reign of Queen Alma the Wise, but of your wisdom, my wisdom, in protecting your kingdom's natural beauty.
Well, at least
breeze.
one folk of ours got money out of the deal.
Okay, let's see. Rumors of danger. I think this is a follow-up to The Eclipse, yes.
Thirsty. Your Majesty, I'm afraid we learned nothing from scripture about the eclipse.
Who's that?
Runamon?
Heathens. We searched through our most ancient monasteries and discovered a book describing a time when the sun went dark. It was called nighttime.
That
And-
person-
And then...
Servants of the evil seventh god broke through while the darkness fell and took possession of the one who predicted the eclipse. And now the seer in question is none other than Chief Satinflows. Get him!
That's just some old book. I'm not any sort of demon.
Exactly what a demon would say.
Not yet. Your Highness, the scripture describes how the demons would use satin flowers to bring havoc to our realm. We must protect the kingdom. Off with his head.
We have
probably
secret
because
artifacts to
there's
protect the
planks.
kingdom. Rally priests for protection. Execute Chief Satin Flowers immediately. This is nonsense. Some old book isn't worth worrying about. I'm gonna
Damn
put a
it, we need a
monarch's
plank.
choice on this is nonsense. Also, I would just like to say, if you execute someone,
No! You devils!
they will still be in the game as as Satin Flowers the second.
No executing our holy people. Devils.
I love how one of your own also voted C.
Yeah, lovely.
Can't let 50% of the entire
I should have vetoed that.
Well, unfortunately, it's a bit too late.
Yeah, cheers.
Why not increase
You
Fine.
poor sods.
the chiefs?
The Emperor appreciates your service. No! No! This is an outrage!
The High Inquisitor's guards drag him away with ruthless efficiency. He is executed within the hour, his body left in a cleansing pool far underground. The chiefs vow revenge. And yeah, so the fines went up, Chief Satin Flowers has died, and we now have Satin Flowers the second.
Brilliant.
We are indeed on some Discord, but it's a bit difficult to get people in here, so sadly no.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's not my Discord, essentially.
No,
Time
it's
for
troll,
the royal wedding.
unfortunately.
I think this is something for Shattered to narrate.
Your wedding to Gregor is actually.
Oh wait, sorry, no,
Oh,
you are the
that's you.
count. Nah, it's fine, carry on.
It's a talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a day, for a week, for a day, and for fucking
Week.
words. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in Saint Bertrand's
Bertrand's.
cathedral with Gregor at your side.
Also
Great.
to Oberif, I can absolutely understand that you want to say your lines yourself. It's just how it is. Zanok?
Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband, you filthy heretic?
I do!
Then I pronounce you king and kill me, husband.
Husband and husband.
I think the Archbishop is having a stroke.
Put down the defiance went down.
Also, next time, Zanok, you've been asked for Oberrumpf, do a gruffy voice next time.
You have to remind me who that is, and if
Satin
then
Flowers, I
of course
think.
I'll acquiesce to your request.
Also, Shattered.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Gregor laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which he flatters you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Gregor, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired.
Ooh, it's
Oh
time to go
God!
down.
Oh
Wait,
God!
no. Wait, no! I didn't. Fuck. You danced so very beautifully. It is such a wonderful day, wasn't it?
Bravo, I wasn't going to read it.
Well, I'm unfortunately the representative of the counts.
Yeah. Well, I do agree.
Can't read this as well.
And I'll give you the narrator.
Like,
Mary?
see.
You endure a
We
long
get some modern
conversation
day
in which
background.
Gregor seems very determined to flatter you relentlessly
I'm not
and
the
agree with
narrator.
everything you say.
Yeah, we need a neutral party in this call.
By night's end, you still don't know who Gregor really is. He his real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bed chambers as strangers. Still as strangers.
Oh,
Oh, no getting it on. That's disappointing.
Thank God.
come on.
Read that out.
You're the one who's responsible for this mess.
And
shall
there
encourage
we
it.
go.
Someone
The
bring me the barrel of
famine.
Kumnu.
Ah, yes.
The famine
Next
begins.
thing you're gonna.
Later
Late.
night, two
La-
counts meet.
Hey, I'm doing those.
Fine. I'm the count.
Yeah, you will be reading the 2 counts that we'll be talking in just a moment. Let me have some fun as well here.
Ah.
Later tonight, 2 counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the king.
God, we're so edgy. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom.
That's a weird euphemism.
What the? Yes, and I've had peasants from the north moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity.
Oh my.
How delightful! But won't summoning this demon be difficult? Its magic is beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow the kingdom in its wake. Chaos.
Heresy!
Chaos.
For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. So you guys now have the same goal as the
Yay.
barons. Fuck.
Now it's gonna be a double effort to take down stability.
Okay,
Ooh.
so
Ah.
as was to be
Wait, so-
expected, the chiefs and the counts are on the second stage of the scheme. They have completed the first stage, but to be fair, both of you have picked the schemes that are the easiest for you to accomplish because you're already leading in those fields.
So
Really?
given the
It'll be harder
counts now
later.
have the same objective, does that mean we're now going to have to team up and double team the king?
What?
After he just got
Triple with
married?
the persuasion of some trade deals.
Why must you say this?
Let's
Where do we
start with an
build?
infestation of crawlers. I think this was the one with a gruffy voice?
I suppose. Your Highness, our mutual friend, Countess Moonslide Keeper, has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract of eastern farmland.
That just sounds like a dinner
Oh,
lady.
Farmland.
God damn it. Naturally, we chiefs recommend she fill the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions and endanger our crops. But Moonslide Keeper refuses to do so.
Peasants have gone missing, Your Majesty. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legend speak of crawlers living in great cities beneath the soil, taking the wheat to be
I'm
consumed.
looking at the Twitch chat.
You should
carry
leave
on.
the land to. We should leave the land to them. They're not to be trifled with.
Marshal, tell me more about these crawlers. Zanok, that's you.
Horrible cow-sized worms that live under the earth with tiny crackling legs like centipedes and can be host to the husk parasite.
Oh god, I hate the sound.
They're rare but formidable foes. They turn up unpredictably and attack whatever they find before retreating back into the earth. Nothing that well-organized troops can't handle, I'm sure.
Assemble the council then.
Thank you, your greatness.
Okay, let's see. Abandon the fields to the crawlers, fill in the holes and continue farming, send someone into the tunnels to investigate. I can only see bad, worse, and worst. Let's go!
I love that comment. I love that comment.
I wonder where the wall.
Vault is open, so fire away.
I want
I'm
to see what's
fairly
in
certain I
there.
know what will happen. Oh, I should have put Order of Unity on this.
Oh god, your stability is so high. What the fuck?
I've been keeping an eye on that.
How the hell are we gonna get it to 4?
You're not. That's the fun part. No chaos.
Voting has
Chaos is weak.
closed. Send someone in the tunnels to investigate.
All the chaos,
That sounds very low.
like shooting crossbow bolts into the back of the king.
Somebody says chaos in this Discord.
I have a feeling this might be
Last
chaos
gun out.
Chaos.
Zanok?
than Orbith.
Very well. Tongue, lips.
Jeez.
Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission?
The Chiefs, of course.
Shut up.
Hey, not not soldiers from the east.
This is a serious matter. Send for a wizard.
Wizards?
You sent messengers to search for a willing wizard, but you anticipate it will be some time before one is found.
Great, another heretic.
As you wait, more and more peasants go missing down the mysterious tunnels. And the counts have
Great,
lost
find out.
one farming and one trade.
Right.
Crack.
Beautiful.
Let's go
Trade is
for
bad.
a trade opportunity.
Trade bad, no.
Zanok, the rough voice.
The gruff voice. Your greatness. The north is riddled with forgotten ruins. I recently
Tough voice.
hired explorers from the Adventurers Guild to delve under my lands. They've retrieved a number of artifacts. Cursed swords, enchanted jewels, that sort of thing. My fellow chiefs already have plenty of that stuff, but perhaps I could hold an auction for the counts and the barons.
Also, sorry, I'm the rough voice is on FX Xi Kemi
Emperor's
Night
tea.
Coral. Sorry.
That's the wrong one. That's fine.
Okay, reverting back to normal voice. Some variety.
The High Inquisitor. Wait, who was the High Inquisitor?
I can do it, I guess.
Ah, but have some
Absolutely.
urgency in your voice.
Absolutely not. These sound like pagan relics. They should be confiscated and melted down in the Inquisition's holy furnaces.
Ah, what's the harm?
The Seven Hells, that's the harm. Let's see if the council agrees.
We do not.
What?
Okay, we have Chief Satan Flowers, the second's auction can go ahead. Defiance down, Faith
Faith goes
down,
down,
Trade up,
trade
Personal Wealth up. The auction is not permitted, but Chief Satan Flowers the second can keep the artifacts, Defiance up. Allow the High Inquisitor to confiscate the relics. I'm gonna go call for unity. And go. Have fun.
Just so everyone knows, we need to keep trade down.
Why do you need to keep trade down?
Because, Zanok, your scheme is that the other two factions need to get their trade up. Also, will probably affect the
Right.
Chief's trade, and the Chief's trade is not taken into account. So,
money is good. Besides, they're poor. I want someone else to at least have some dosh. Their bloody wallets now.
I want
and
to be able to
Chief
spend our
Satan Flowers
dosh.
II's auction can go ahead. Counts and barons from across the kingdom travel north to bid on
Yeah.
powerful artifacts and shiny baubles at cut-rate prices. Chief Satan Flowers II makes a fortune. Okay, the North's Defiance goes down, their Faith goes down, the Marches and Eastern trade actually goes up, so... Yeah, you
That's
just
bad.
made the
Ish.
the Chiefs achieve their scheme.
All according to plan.
Why is Satan Flowers so poor? Well, I have certainly nothing to do with that.
Tax the chief.
Yes, he taxed everyone, and I had to pay up my damn dosh for some sort of lumberyard contract.
Okay,
That
now
costs
it's time for debt collection.
Oh, my
Plus
food is
75.
here.
The council
Chief.
session has ended for the day, so you're quite surprised when Baroness Mary corners you in a back passage of your castle just before dusk. How
Pull out the
dare
shank
you?
and start
Oh
shanking.
my.
Hail, my liege. Apologies for surprising you like this, but I have an urgent matter that I thought you'd want to hear in private before I go to the council.
Jeeben has a sword.
Your husband, the king consort, how can I put this? He owes me a lot of money. Gambling debts, mainly. He borrowed quite a lot from me to recover some lost funds. But now it's time to collect, and he's been avoiding me.
Why? 2,000!
Holy! That's a big
A lot of
debt.
money.
Pay up.
Officers! Arrest this fool and
Arrest.
throw them in the dungeons.
Hey, I want my money back! Wait!
The
You
barons
can't do
don't look
that.
too favorably
You're a
on your
scam
unwarranted
king.
arrest, but a few nights in the darkest cell of the dungeon are enough to persuade Baroness Mary that it's in their best interest to let these debts go.
Am I repeatedly getting humiliated?
You release them once an agreement has been reached. They'll think twice before threatening the
You'd
king
think me quite the
consort again.
masochist for all this humiliation.
I'm not feeling this.
This game is so much fun.
I suppose
well.
so.
At least I'm ashamed in private.
And it's time for an auction again. So, I will just point it out again. If the building says stability or authority, it will affect stability or authority. Duh. If it affects one of the 5 special stats, that will be affecting the faction the building is built by. So, for example, the Grand Bazaar will up the trait of the barons and only the barons by 1.
Which you don't want.
Because I'm dirt poor, I'm gonna be back after I grab a drink.
Also, to actually bid, you will need to type !fund, space, then the letter of what you want support, another space, and then the amount you want to spend. And you're able to see the number, your personal pocket over here on the right side of the screen. Okay,
Can I pay
prepare
in
your
euros?
biddings.
So you have to fund the letter and then how much you want to spend.
Exactly. So, prepare them. And I will give everybody a moment to get them ready. Not yet, not yet.
Hasn't started yet. Just start it.
I'm
And
back.
we are starting.
Just so
Unfortunately,
people
I
know,
don't
we need to
have
get author stability down.
1B.
no
We need
Tana, but
prison.
I'm
No,
Please
fund,
steer.
fund Delta.
Oh, that makes stability go up, does it? No.
Delta
we
makes
need- we
authority
need
go
a-
up.
Beta.
Well, I don't care. I'm no money. Oh, everyone's
Okay, at the moment
dumping
it's
their
Delta and
wallets.
Foxtrot.
Someone needs to help fund B.
Yeah, no, sorry, mate. That matter. Gosh.
Now it's Bravo and Delta. Once again, I prefer Delta and not Bravo. For, I believe, rather obvious reasons.
Unobvious reasons, rather. Give or take.
I want my stability to stay high, because the higher the authority and the
Been in
stability...
those prisons before. Have you seen them? They need an upgrade. This is inhumane.
I'm being
That's
repressed!
so in lore.
Okay, we will be building a prison and a monument. So the stability will go down by 1, but the authority will go up. Also, once again, I'd like to point it out. You can... The factions will only be able to rebel when their defiance is higher than authority or stability. So at the moment, if you want to rebel, you need a defiance of 8 or more.
Wait, what?
If you want to rebel.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Also, one thing worth pointing out, when you're rebelling, you won't be able to progress your scheme.
Intriguing.
Okay, let's
And you have
start
to have
with...
enough military to fund it.
And it's advisable to have a strong military when you rebel. Hold up, I'm checking something. Okay. Why'd that light up?
Alright.
Let's start with
Now
a
my food is
wizardly
here.
warning.
I shall be back in a moment.
Who does the
A chancellor. We really need like a 6th person in here just voicing all the non-player characters.
You want me to No, I already played enough characters. Come on, somebody else. Shattered.
I think Shattered is usually
Your
our
dialogue
chancellor.
has come up.
Your Highness, an update on your search for a wizard to deal with the crawler problem. A very small update, unfortunately. We received only a single reply from the wizard Gordius.
Isn't that my husband?
No, that's Grigor.
No, it's Grigor something.
Grigor, yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
He says to leave the Vega alone if you know what's good for you, and not to contact him again about this issue. Shall I send your reply, Your Majesty?
What's the point? The Chancellor nods,
nods.
then leaves the room. If a wizard can't magic you out of this one, you'll need another solution to these Vauga, and soon. Oh no, my past actions are coming to bite me in the back.
Maybe it'll decrease the ability.
Okay, Legends Rising.
I was also a spy master, wasn't I?
Yeah.
You're aware of the ice giants, I hope. Brutus creatures that live in the frozen wastes beyond our northern borders. In a time before time, they ruled the north and kept people as slaves. The chiefs are willing to let bygones be bygones. They're forging an alliance for the giants to bring down your kingdom.
Ice Giants? That's even worse than I've thought.
Quite. My intelligence suggests that the chiefs have offered up the kingdom as plunder for the giants when the time comes. It's not often I say this, but the kingdom's strong economy is a problem. Even the ice giants can sense such a lucrative opportunity.
What am I supposed to do? Tank my economy?
That certainly would be one strategy, yes. 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 I could do a call of Unity on this,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay. Everybody ready? And let us
Everyone knows when
begin
it's
the
birthday.
vote.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let's just leave it at
Be
that.
careful in your votes. Make sure we don't go over 50%.
I don't bloody care about it yet. I hope.
Why are only
Right.
the chiefs voting? Hello,
I don't know.
barons, counts, where are you?
Oh,
We
no,
need to stop
Count
this
Switch.
scheme.
You don't want that. You want
You
to
want
send
it.
tribute to the ice giants, please.
Big
Please.
guys are friendly if you talk to them. I
You're
suppose.
starting a vote without me. Damn you.
Unfortunately.
Well, I got a stability out of
Unfortunately.
that, so that's nice.
Yeah, unfortunately,
But
that did not help.
Trusting in the strength of our arms to defeat them is not really gonna help us. The council has decided not to act. Even the threat of an ice giant invasion isn't enough to get them off their backsides.
On purpose.
About your heir. Your marriage to Grigor has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, and you've made some good memories together, but there is no spark. He cares more about his stupid card games than your happiness. But a spark or no spark, I still need an heir. Queen Mother.
Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair.
It went about as well as could be expected.
You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head. That's what matters. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir! You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins.
Oh, my lord. How is the first option gonna work?
Yeah,
My
I have the
God.
same question.
Ow!
Magic.
Ow!
Should I pick it just for shits and giggles?
It's magic.
No!
Yes.
I mean, basically, you have a whorehouse, rape, or just, pretty much
This
anybody
sounds-
would be willing to be your consort at this point. So, I'm pretty sure the third option is the best one.
This is going onto a path of
Not in this list, but of what I just
heresy
said.
even
Magic.
Slaanesh would be disgusted with.
Magic.
I'm gonna do
Like,
Paul.
that's nice. It's like you
Or-
could go to the Humane
Magic.
Society and go pick a pet. I plan to adopt a lowborn child from my orphanage.
Trust in magic, my
Emperor's
friends.
seed.
I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child laying around somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna do another poll.
Trust
No,
in magic.
yeah.
Man, how does
Few
this
rods,
work?
few rods per vote have been upped to 100.
Emperor's
You know
seed.
that-
Starting.
Kill me.
Magic.
No. Fuck.
Zedok, you can vote, even though I can already see the amount of votes for option number 1 going up quite rapidly.
Besides, I need to somehow quickly program my mouse to start spam clicking the votes, and I'm not that fast.
Just click.
I'm
Well, you
not
get for
gonna.
not being
And I like
prepared.
my fuel rods. I like my 1900, 460 fuel rods. I'm gonna keep them.
You only have 1,000 fuel rods?
No, 19,460.
I'm now down to 17,000.
Oh, you poor devil. You can't afford the clouds now. I
Well-
suppose that's one good news.
It would appear that option 1 is the one we're going for.
Gee, I wonder why. Wow.
I mean, Renamon only tossed 12
Bloody
votes
Renamon.
at it.
I don't want to know how this is going to
Yes.
work.
Make
My
that man
husband and I
pregnant.
will
I'll
have a
bring
child
Nick.
together.
I very
Let's
much
not
hope
talk
you have a
about
good
this.
surgeon.
Let's
Mary.
just not talk about this anymore.
The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you two to take a month off from ruling, so you can get down to business.
Where would this baby
Dear
come
Lord.
out of?
Renamon, stop it. It's you all your
Magic.
bloody fault.
Would it be
If
like
we
trying to
have
pee out a
wrap this
watermelon?
mess, No,
Just
just
Okay,
Just
back
stop.
in the
Just
north,
stop.
Chief Zanok is of Nod is hosting yet another feast at their clan hall. Meat is being passed around in good measure, and some chiefs are dancing on the tables. That can only mean two things: really good news or really bad news.
Both, actually. Scald, pass me the drink, you old lout. I'm drinking until my ancestors feel it. Sweets as well, I suppose. Were those
Yeah,
ice
I can
giants
do it as
saw
well.
my way through your lands? Have we really done it? Your eyes don't deceive you, lads. They'll be marching with us come the morrow. Gods are good, but what happens after the ice giants march? Acts of my ancestors, I hadn't thought about that. Someone fetch me another drink, then assemble the other chiefs. Quickly, damn you! Really?
an
And this
eternal chief.
is a chief only vote.
Yeah.
Well, okay
Let
then.
the
I rally the chiefs, Road A.
A? Why A?
Rather be blind.
Okay, why did I say that? Like, but like,
You just messed everything up for yourself.
Yeah, you fucked this.
everybody wants to hurt my stability.
Well, now you're gonna have to deal with it.
Okay, so
See.
the chiefs will march with the giants and devastate the kingdom. Their goal is now to lower stability.
There won't be much left of the palace after this, but we'll build a new one. Bigger and fancier, with more bones. More bones! Bones for the bone throw! It's chaos.
Ale.
Kill throne.
Sorry. Ale sloshes all over the floor as Chief Xanox teeters on the edge of a bench. I don't know.
Either way, we'll sort it out when we're done pillaging. For now, let's party! We do need to make sure the kingdom is sufficiently unstable, don't forget. Or they'll unite and repel us, ice giants or no.
Please, like 3
For
or
the
lower.
final stage of this
Oh,
scheme,
fuck.
the Chiefs must lower stability to 5 or less. Okay, the end game. At least one region has entered the final stage of the scheme. If they pass it, they will win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. Well, considering that both other factions are still stuck on the first stage.
No, one of them is stuck
No,
on
sorry.
the second one.
There's first, second, and third now.
Yeah, okay. So the random
So,
stability,
great.
authority, or treasury hits 0 and the final scheme stage passes at the same time. The scheme takes priority. So it's not like I lose, it's actually you win. And if a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and the final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme also takes priority.
Ah, brilliant.
Good luck.
So unfortunately, there's no way we can win now.
Oh, you could still win. No, actually no. Because the Chiefs will finish their scheme before you can
Yeah.
do your schemes.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
either the Chiefs win or I win.
because we didn't lower our trade and decrease stability.
The
We fucked
Emperor
ourselves.
blesses us.
A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code is exchanged. They speak of their
Montana
latest
code.
schemes.
To answer thy question,
What happened? The kingdom is meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it.
The count's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less.
Yes, that's the
what a
issue.
surprise.
And we should also get the barons? No, I can tax people again. Who shall I
Yeah.
tax? I shall tax the counts.
Good.
You
Uh,
aren't gonna tax the peoples that people are gonna win.
Bless. We already
the
got
pe-
taxed, you bloody fool.
The people that are
Yeah,
gonna
we-
win are broke. Let's start with a terrible curse.
Anyways, I have a question in the chat. I must remind Oberyn why we are rebelling. In case you haven't noticed, we got bloody taxed. We're dirt poor now.
Also, I would just like to say, you aren't rebelling. That is your faction's scheme to win. Every faction has their own victory condition that is decided in the beginning of the game. So, and the king also has a victory condition. Like, my victory condition is to raise stability, and so on and so forth. So, Randomon, would you like to also read this line?
Aren't you being the narrator?
Okay. Baron Jetfire rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. Shattered?
Oh,
Bad, bad.
by the blood of the dead, you look like you haven't slept in weeks.
How dare you? I am amazing. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair is falling out in chunks.
Not
By the ninth god, get away from me!
It was one of my common folk. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch.
Of course, she. Ahem.
Oh.
Have
We
the
need
so-called
some
witch
C up in
tested?
here.
60 faith check with 60%. Send scholars to the Marcher lands to find an explanation. Stability check 70%. Have the accursed Jetfire forever sent to the east to relax.
don't want them.
Okay, I would love some C.
Gonna veto I out,
What we need
and
B.
let's go.
I feel like my other
division.
count is working against us.
Yeah, your
Well-
count isn't really coordinating.
Well, you should
And
probably
Mary as
worry
well.
about that account. Okay.
The other vote
Also,
was
once
just up
once you've voted, you can't change it.
Unless the
Obviously.
king passes a vote.
I thought I
that
would
law.
try.
There is
I
actually a
know.
law I can pass that
Yeah,
allows
we
it.
saw.
Yeah.
We actually saw when you were choosing the laws. There was one of them.
This is the way. This is the way. Also,
they
I would
might
just
be
like to
together
point
to
out that
help the Chiefs
Oberith
they
and
win.
Moonslide Keeper are definitely talking to each other and possibly even sitting in the same room.
And
Brilliant.
probably getting the Chiefs to win. Oh well.
You're a second
Okay, have the
coordination
accursed Jetfire Forever sent to the east to relax.
I'm okay with this. Free holiday.
line. Go on.
Aye, that would be wonderful. A change of pace, some fresh air. Perfect.
How exquisite. Be sure to bring plenty of coin.
Fuck you. You know I'm broke.
The
You'll take
trip
it,
is a
you
resounding
very
You know,
nice.
I'll
success.
be making all
With
the
Jet-
decisions while he's
Hey.
gone.
I'm trying to narrate here.
That's a shame.
The trip is a resounding success, with Jetfire and their entourage praising Shattered's hospitality. The East soon becomes a popular destination for those looking to improve their health.
Look at
where
that.
I went. Ew, no.
Renderman's pocket has decreased, the East has increased, trade has increased, and Shattered's personal pocket also has increased.
Rich money guy now.
Yes. Is there any
Let's
way-
check that.
A
I
chance
have
to
a
change.
complaint about where I was staying. Can I speak to the manager?
The richest person
No.
in the game at the moment is actually James Gamer, whatever.
Because he
4
didn't
with
pay
3.
anything building buildings or
Okay,
getting
then
taxed.
let's do
He
Not
left
yet.
as
the
soon as he
crawler
joined.
problem. This is the gruff voice person.
It has been many moons since we sent for a wizard to deal with the crawlers on Countess's Moonlight Keeper's land, and none have answered the call. We must act before this menace spreads to the other regions.
To briefly pack, so first of all, you're being told perfect voice. Second, just to briefly touch on what the other person's goals is. The barons want to subterfuge the kingdom, replacing my advisors, and their goal is to lower stability to 4 or less. The chiefs is aforementioned Ragnarok, and the counts want to summon an old famine demon. And
Yes.
in order to do that, they need to spread chaos throughout the kingdom, and also have the goal to lower stability to 4, and just the chiefs is to lower stability to 5 or less. So,
And unfortunately, if the Chiefs lower their stability to 5 or less, they win. So, either way, everyone else can't win.
Peasants disappear from the sinkhole. Peasants disappear and the sinkholes swallow villages whole, whilst the Moonlight Keeper hides in her castle and does nothing.
Belligerent fool, imagine their retaliation if we anger them directly. Would you rather abandon my estate?
okay, pay Conte Shattered to host Countess Moonlight Keeper as she abandons the area. Gather the chiefs to fight this menace on the open fields. Evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants. Or do nothing and see if the crawlers retreat on their own. It's gonna be funny. Let's go.
I want money.
I'm actually interested in what's going to happen if I do this.
I mean, I am interested in Bravo. I should have put a... Nah, I don't have the Monarch's Iron choice, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, it's
If-
going to be
is this
a
gonna be a
2-2.
three-way tie?
Oh,
So-
bloody hell. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Also means no stability increase.
The stability increase only happens if I put the Call for Unity on this. I didn't.
Ah,
Will there ever be a chance to switch our scheme?
No.
So, in other words, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, voting
You're
title
fucked.
2.
Yeah.
So, and now, since
I see.
I am curious about this, I'm gonna go for Bravo.
I want money.
Open battle awaits!
Gather the chiefs to fight this menace on the open fields.
Rock and stone!
A bloody battle ensues. The relentless crawlers inflict great casualties on the northern forces. The creatures are terrifyingly organized and completely ruthless.
Oh.
Still,
They died. in
you
vain.
push them
Oh,
back into the holes whence they came. Celebrations break out across the east.
Holy
E-
shit!
Count's Eastern Faith goes up by 2, Defiance goes down, and Stability goes up by 2. Fuck all of you!
Yeah.
Grenamon, didn't
think-
you go to the east for some fresh air and peace? I don't think you got any of that.
I didn't. That's why I want
I
to speak to the
bet.
manager.
Army's so good, we trashed them!
And now the stability is so high that I think Cell is.
I don't have an
succeeding
heir
his
yet.
ambition?
I need an heir to win.
Yeah. How
Okay,
much do you
best-
need your stability by? Up
Best
by?
served cold. In the capital,
I see.
the solar eclipse does little except make the day a little grey. In the north, a mild panic spreads when the sun goes dark. When nothing happens, the people breathe a sigh of relief. When you call the next council session, Saturn Flowers II looks furious.
My father was unjustly slaughtered in the name of nonsense about eclipse demons. I demand justice.
Nonsense! Your father is dead. I see no demons anywhere in the kingdom. We couldn't have been more right.
Yeah.
The chiefs look at each other uncertainly, not sure where to throw their support.
I want an apology and compensation from the treacherous barons.
Okay. I don't have a veto. I'm gonna do a call for unity.
You devil. Okay, everyone else, synchronize your votes so that we adjust properly. Or
But
just
A
vote,
is
don't
the
vote.
objective.
Just
Could
don't
reduce
vote.
stability.
God damn it.
That's not what we want.
Stop. No one won't anymore. We're good now.
We need B because if we lower stability, they can win.
Emperor
Well, we don't
C,
want Sal to win.
What's the other option?
decide. You treasonous devils.
Okay, voting tied. And I'm gonna go for
Yes, I
the
wonder
apology
what he's
and
gonna
force
do.
the barons
Yeah, what
to
a surprise.
pay. Yeah, I know, what a surprise.
Not like we had any money to pay anyway.
The barons argue openly against the decision, claiming that the execution was vital in protecting the kingdom against demon attacks. They reluctantly hand over the cash with clenched fists. But at least Saturn Flowers II and the chiefs feel justice has been done.
At least we get
Wait.
money.
They only got 200 coins. That's all that dude's life was worth.
No, oh god.
Not dirt poor anymore.
Okay, let's enter the season. Okay, let's see
But
if
where
I
you'll
can...
gamble it away soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, silence. I don't gamble anything away. I invest. Lasguns, mostly.
I'm kinda tempted to go for reverse voting. But I think I'm gonna stick with these ones I have.
Once you add it, oh, you can't pass more than 3.
Yeah, but could
I see.
put one off. I'm just gonna stick with these.
Bullshit.
Let's begin with the comet sighting. Also, I'd just like to
Comet
point out in
sighted.
the before you speak, in the game with the other person, we never made it to this point without at least one rebellion. So, like this far into the game.
Yeah.
Now, shut it,
So-
please.
A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the east, Your Grace. The peasants are claiming it's a terrible omen.
Minus 5% happiness.
The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do?
I'll tell them there's nothing to worry about. I deliver a speech reassuring the peasants of the East that the comet isn't a good or a bad thing, just a thing. Probably the ninth god riding a chariot or whatever. Acknowledged. Fortunately, the common folk take you at your word. After all, if the king says something, you'd better listen. The peasants go back to work in the fields, ignoring the comet entirely.
Though it actually did go acknowledged. Materialist bastards.
Okay, roving hunters. I think Shattered was the challenger? Was it Chancellor?
If you wish me to be. Your Majesty, 2 barons are on the way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast, if you wish.
Tell me more about these barons.
The names are James and Jetfire. As for the particular hunt, it is an ancient macabre tradition.
Archer.
Marcher.
I see. Something about trekking to all four corners of the kingdom to claim a bounty from the great animal spirits.
Bring them in and set the tables. The table is set for a delectable feast. If though your husband doesn't join, you enjoy the company of the two barons while the storm rages outside. Also, I'm being told to chase them with dogs. The meat they provide is said to come from their latest kill, Hortusk, an ancient boar the size of a castle. You're not sure you believe their story, but it certainly tastes better than anything you've had for a long time. But later that night, you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a pig squealing and snorting. What on Celeste Arf did they bring in here?
Toxins.
wanna know.
Biotoxins. Or maybe the Nurgle virus. No. Virus bombing the place. Not good.
Whatever it
not
was,
good.
Randomon did it, not me.
I mean,
Point
you're
the
not there.
finger already.
I'll
Oh, we're both doing
investigate.
it in here.
You creep down the
He's there,
corridors
you
and
just
push
never know
open the
he's there.
door. The former barons stand before you, transformed into a hideous porcine beast that stand on two legs with snouts, tusks, and floppy pink ears.
Oh.
Hell
What
yeah.
the- What the?
Your Majesty,
I'll be back in a bit.
don't look at us. You'll be aroused.
What in the devil is wrong with you?
It was the meat, my liege. We hunted and butchered an ancient legendary beast. We were told it was cursed, but we did it anyway. We were also told devouring the beast, the spirit of the forest itself, would bestow great power. We never thought this would be our reward.
But
Silver
I
bullet.
ate that meat as well.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. This is the first time this has happened. You are one of us now.
Damn it.
And we have been eating this meat for many days now. Perhaps a single meal is not enough to trigger the curse?
I won't tell
We will
anyone, but you have to
clarify it.
leave. Right now. You hurry the barons through one of your hidden passages. They go without a word, not wanting to argue with your decision. Once outside, you bid them farewell. With as much sincerity as their hideous faces can muster, they vow to repay your kindness.
One of us. One of us.
Random on.
The Wandering Bard.
For people. For people.
Threat.
Shattered? Oh, wait, Shattered is muted?
Mutations. He silenced himself.
Okay, second Chancellor, Zenok.
Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you.
Mary?
Not just any bard, your highness. The best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me.
A song,
Mutant.
you say? About me?
I wonder what she does.
Why,
with
of
those 6
course.
fingers.
In fact, I have the tune and verse all but ready. I have saved my best work for you, my king. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire?
Teach them to love me.
I will do so, your
That-
highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks when within the crownlands will know of your benevolence. Pray I need but only a
Extortion.
small payment of 500 gold for the time. A discounted rate for one as esteemed as yourself.
You deserve more than that. What about 1,000?
Oh, thank you, your majesty.
She hurries out of the throne room to do your bidding. The song has the desired effect,
Oh
with
my
everyone
lord.
praising your good nature.
Oh my lord! I think we're screwed.
I've been gaming this.
See,
Okay,
think-
sorry, but I have to
Oh,
take another
it's
short
totally
bio
better.
break. I will be right back.
It's okay. Once Sal mutates, his downfalls will begin.
Who said he's gonna bloody mutate?
He'll
We
be
know
like that
these
guy in
things.
The Witcher.
Unless you put some husk parasites in the damn thing, he's not gonna mutate, and that's the bloody problem.
Maybe we did. You never know.
At this rate, he'd be losing his voice then. Husk
Maybe
infection
his-
takes the hold of a person in 5 minutes, last I remember.
Maybe we also infected his husband.
Oh dear lord, no. Now you just made me think about another can of worms that I don't want to think about.
Magic. Ugh.
Oh, even with it's even better with the furry problem. Just looking at the chat. Like, come on, everything's better with knots.
No, not. What heresy are you all doing on? No, this is just abhorrent.
Hey, come on, they can be tied together for days. Or hours.
On.
Hmm.
I'm gonna instead feed you to Slanesh.
I don't know what that is, but I'm okay with it.
No.
Joke's
Yeah,
on
no.
you, I'm into
Yes,
that shit.
God.
Damn it! That's just what Slanesh would say.
Oh, I think you'll be eating me in a different way then, if you know what I mean. I can feel the cringe.
Everyone-
over
everyone-
there.
Everyone took a moment to think about that one.
No, no thinking. We divert to other topics less insane.
Like how it could be Sal the one getting pregnant instead of his husband.
Oh, for crying out loud. Right, so I need to get my commissar's hat somewhere.
Ooh, it's getting kinky in the bedroom now. The commissar's coming out.
Ah, for Christ.
Did you just have a stroke?
Yes. Now die.
I don't think you should be stroking on Twitch. I think that's against TOS.
What?
Okay, I have returned. Let me just investigate this ping. Ah, it's Tiny
Zanok is
Pixel.
currently violating the TOS. He's having a stroke while we're live on Twitch. You should ban him. And then
we
maybe
were
call
talking about you
911.
getting pregnant, and then he's talking about stroking.
Wait,
It's
what do
kinda
you
weird.
call over there when somebody actually requires an emergency?
Over here? I don't know actually for his country. Now, please, it will be 110.
Close enough, I suppose.
Close enough.
Also,
Someone's stroking out.
uh,
I'll dial 110. It'll be close enough. I'm from Germany.
Oberif, thank you very
Yeah.
much for the Prime subscription. Let's end the season.
I suppose we got interested in the nightmares we were
there
talking
we
about.
go. Once again, overview over the schemes. So, worth pointing out, for both the barons and the counts, their current goal is to lower the king's ability to 4 or less. And for the chiefs, their goal is to lower the king's ability to 5 or less. Just, even if we go, like, suddenly would go down to 3 in one turn, it would still be the chiefs winning, because they are the only person that are actually on the last stage of their scheme.
Person. We're talking about faction.
Faction.
Yeah. there's
Fucking
no way.
faction. Okay, let's
Also,
start
Zeno,
with
what
your heir.
nightmares are happening in here?
Your quest.
I'm on.
Which one got pregnant?
Ow!
Magic.
Your
Tiger
quest
boss.
for an heir
They
is
laid an
finally
egg.
complete.
Oh,
You stand before the council,
no.
holding a small child in your arms.
No.
Should
Did it
I
come out the
die,
front or the
I
back?
ask that my crown be passed down to... Your council has silence?
We all know they just invited a woman into their bed. That technology does not exist right
My
now.
son.
What is this? The Immaculate
Stop.
Conception?
Stop.
The assembled nobles
Oberith
break
is
out
right.
into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom.
Hey, when
Yes,
Stability
Oberith is
can't
right.
go higher!
To make it better. The notching is what did it.
What the absolute
Shut
emperor's
it.
team?
Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son? What is his name?
Can I pick a name? Oh,
Sure,
come on! I wanted it to be Valerian.
Oh well.
Of course it had to be Valerian. Unfortunately, no Valerians here.
Shame. Well,
Oh,
Arcturus
Valerian
Mengsk
Robert's
the Second.
Oh, it should be P.
How exquisite, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Arcturus Mix II will grow up and be a chip off the old block.
Also,
different
Oberith
to
is
get
saying
to.
it is a fairy child. He's a werewolf.
Sound, you need to pick
Oh,
out his
no.
persona now.
He's a scaly.
We'll see.
Oh, fuck! Scheiße!
You're a werewolf now, Harry.
Let me see Steam.
That's what you get.
You
for
lost your
inviting us in
humanity and
castle.
became a creature of the night. Fuck!
Yes.
Luckily I
Reject
have an heir.
humanity, become
Over the
furry.
course of the summer, you find yourself plagued by horrific dreams. You're running through open woods full of screams as your colossal jaws bite beast and human alike. You're always hunting, always hungry. The council has noticed your lack of sleep as you become tired and irritable during court sessions. Something must be done. But
Wrong one.
that only hit my authority.
Wrong one.
That's fine.
Go hunting cell.
Seek
Keep
out
it.
woods which for a folk remedy. While the spy master keeps an ear out for rumors of magic, you begin your search in your spare time. You can only hope that you find someone before it's too late. Yeah, whatever
We should've
happened
done
to
what
Renamon
Edward
and
joined us.
James Gaming? Like, are you now the second? Or no, not
Oh,
okay.
we're still here.
One of
the
them's
squeezing
dirt
was us
poor, the other
reproducing.
one has money.
An invitation.
Your Majesty, this year we'll be holding the Winter Feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend.
The Winter Feast? What's that?
Oh, we all know what
10
happened
days
last
of
weekend.
drinking, eating, fighting, competing, drinking, singing, stamping, drinking, and drinking, Your Majesty. All will take place at the coldest time of the year, as the snows bury us in. But you won't need to wrap up warm. That's what the whiskey's for.
Also, I've noticed that this is definitely not an American games company, because that is the British way of spelling whiskey.
You mean the proper way?
Yes, the proper way, of course. I look forward to it.
Ah, I can't wait. Winter Feast is a special time of year. You'll see.
Guess who
killed
will
the
be
king.
providing
Blackout
the meat?
drunk with blackout stout.
I'm just now
Anyway.
wondering, like, I'm turning into a werewolf, and then we're apparently gonna be snowed in for a few days.
Oh no.
Is anyone
Oh.
gonna walk out of that?
You might
Well,
hibernate.
the North is doomed. We are screwed. We are
And
screwed.
it's time for another auction. Okay, I already know one that will be passed here.
Everyone, you know what you must pay for.
You must
Without
pay for
doubt.
Charlie and Delta, obviously.
E.
Ready your funds. I will be starting in 3, 2, 1 now. Also, there's a minute for this. Oh, probably because there's so many people.
That and Twitch stream. There we go. First of
Unfortunately,
money.
there's nothing really that we can buy because we don't want stability to go low because then the Chiefs win. We kind of reached a point where
I mean,
James, fund the
I-
prison!
Also, just put maybe one coin
The
into
prison,
something
James,
else.
the prison!
it's up. James isn't here on, I think.
Yeah, I don't think James is here
I'll see.
anymore.
Actually, since we verified the king, we might actually want to let him win.
No verifying King Victor. No.
He's already been verified. He's one of us.
Wait, who put... Shattered, you're hurting yourself.
I don't know. Maybe it might help us not get attacked by giants.
Oh, next thing you're gonna tell me is that you find 2 eyes of Valmer or something like that. Some guy named Mercer Frey betrayed you.
Well, it seems that the buildings funded will be the Prison and the Thieves Guild.
Well, our glorious nation certainly will have a lot of prisons.
Stability has gone down by 1. And
Oh,
the Count's trait has gone down by 1. Why is Beazle broke? Yes, that was taxes.
No, the barons are brokers. We're spending.
Oh no,
too
actually
much
no.
on coffee.
Mary was because she
Oh, I
had
funded
to.
prison.
She had to. I think she had to like pay up. Oh, you were imprisoned. Yeah, that's also the thing. Let's go for your ambition. At the start of the sorry, Shadow, you're the
No.
spy master.
At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You succeeded in that front. Your kingdom is peaceful, and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down the noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas.
Oh, what's gonna come now? Zanok.
the common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles wouldn't dare overthrow you over fear of revolution.
Is there like a stalemate in this game? My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of your own. But the Chancellor has other ideas.
Become
Do the
beloved by the common folk.
A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. Guidance to
Like
the
getting a
masses.
man pregnant.
Stop! Stop!
Hey, so that was
But-
the one who did it.
But first, you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles.
Yeah, your guys are not gonna rebel.
Yeah, we can't rebel, unfortunately.
Okay, the
The only ones that
crawlers
actually could.
return. Gruff voice.
Your Highness, there's beasties in the fields stealing our crops and driving the local wildlife mad. I've never seen anything like it.
Not all. We're losing contact with villages across
Damn
all
it,
across the
Shattered!
east.
Have some urgency in your voice.
You always sound so
Just
bloody
full
tired.
stop. What?
Look what he's
This
talking
is
about.
my urgent voice.
You,
Crops are
you
going up in
sound bloody
flames, and no one
bored.
knows who's to blame.
You're bloody bored. Try again.
Have you thought maybe I'm not. Oh,
Mary,
Fuck.
show us some urgency in your voice.
We have our own problems too, Your Highness.
I can't exactly be loud.
There's crawlers everywhere. The buggers are tunneling into our castles and attacking our garrisons from within.
This is the work of
yeah.
the crawlers, Your Majesty.
The crawlers. They've returned. Somehow Palpatine returned.
It's again.
I warned you, did I not? These crawlers are not simple worms. I've been researching. They're called Valga, and they're terrible ancient creatures from unknown intellect, who have existed since before the kingdom itself. You cannot fight them.
You know, if there's one thing
Yeah.
we humans are good at, it's immediately killing killing any Xenos we meet.
I was going to say
Tentacles will
overwhelming
win.
firepower, but hey.
Okay, I'm gonna veto that one out.
You devil.
Rude.
You bloody devil.
Let's go. Also, let's be xenophobic. It's really in the air. Let's find
Let's
an ugly,
find
slimy, ugly alien to fear.
There's no but cutesy stories about VT phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. I
And
can
so on
continue
and
with the
so
other
forth.
verses if you feel like it.
No, that's already enough for the joke. Also, I should have put a unity call for unity on this one, but I can only put one law on all of them. That's a shame.
I wonder if these worms are good at burrowing into holes. I wonder if they'd have other uses.
My fucking god.
Renamon, we're not going where you're thinking you're going.
But I want to go there. Tentacles are fun.
No.
Okay, we will
stop it.
focus on one problem at a time. Whatever that does. But which, your majesty? Oh, sorry.
Oh, great. All of them reduce stability.
Bring them to the barons. We'll take them.
I like none of them.
We have the highest
Help the
food, you
barons
can afford
reinforce
us.
their garrisons and plug the tunnels. Let's see.
Ooh, yes.
You
Protest
reinforce the
pages.
march, hoping that with a victory the barons' forces can aid elsewhere. But the other regions will suffer. Accusations of favoritism and neglect are freely bandied around the council.
Oh no.
Everybody gets hit, stability goes down to 7, authority goes down to 6, 5, that's still perfectly fine everywhere.
Still
Overith,
fine.
Sal already joined us. He is one of us now.
The crawlers eventually disappear, practically overnight, leaving you even more confused than before. You're left with a devastated kingdom and very unhappy subjects.
Oh no.
I mean, they were already unhappy before, so
They were actually happy, somewhat.
This is your hunt for a
Fine
witch,
as
that's
well.
what it is.
Until, you know, something happened.
something completely
Fire
unrelated, of
Nation
course.
attacked.
Witch hunting.
The Fire Nation attack.
For weeks, you've searched for a witch or warlock that can treat your dark and bloody dreams. Knowing the church would be outraged if they found out, you must take discreet action in your witch hunt. I usually acknowledge different things with the term witch hunt, but okay.
Yeah, that's also my assumption.
Have your armies scour the countryside, ask various interpreting matters for information, peer... let's go for that one. Oh, nice. As quietly as possible, loyal officers and generals all over the kingdom keep an eye out for anyone who could help you. You can only hope a clue turns up soon. Not only are the dreams getting more frequent, they are more vivid. You're starting to doubt their dreams at all.
Spoiler. they
You're an
were
actual
dreams.
werewolf. Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
fuck.
No season.
One of us. One of us.
It's time to tax. Who am I gonna tax? I kinda need money, but I kinda also don't want to bully the Defiance too much.
Common tax.
Oh, Defiance is fine.
We have no money. What are you taking?
Don't worry about them. Okay,
Oh,
let's
it's
do
okay. It's
ambition.
retribution for what we did. to you.
Beloved, Your Majesty, the Oh, sorry.
Stop.
Zenok.
Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in a gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner.
Can't we do things to actually help people?
The nobles would never accept it. You need to secure a hold on power. Then you can pass whatever reforms you like. I hope by the fact that the kingdom is harmonious. It's important that we keep it that way. And we must also keep something else in mind. A hungry peasant is never happy with their king. Yeah, like something the Northlanders have. The land is hardly bountiful right now, Your Majesty. That must change. Your goal is to raise the kingdom's overall stability and farming as much as you can. Yada yada yada.
Any specific numbers? Just oh.
No, just
Just
a
Okay,
break
let's
then, I
let's do the
guess.
Winter Feast. After weeks of letting your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Satinflowers II. The hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north, sitting cheek to cheek along tables, groaning under the weight of food and ale.
Welcome, your majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink.
Surprised you went to the hall of the person that
It is
you
customary
killed.
at... Yeah, it's... Well, I
Second.
didn't vote. I didn't execute her
Yes,
father.
the noble court did. I'm not forgetting that.
What did you bring?
We still have their head, by the way.
Let's see. I like none of these options.
Silk pajamas, what the hell?
Ooh, an emerald encrusted shaft. That sounds fun.
An axe with an emerald. That's actually sounds good.
An axe with an emerald encrusted handle.
What's extraordinary craftsmanship? Useless as a flagon full of seawater, of course, but it certainly looks pretty. I'll make sure all the chiefs know of your generosity.
After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of the old days, and a lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are a little merry. As winter feast rolls on and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the halls turns... How's that pronounced?
Google.
I have two native speakers
Which
here.
word?
Why would I want to
Which
Google?
word?
Raucous. That's raucous.
Raucous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall taking part in the contest. At Winter Feast, the challenge each other to various games. You soon find yourself facing Satin Flowers II in a game of chess. Satin Flowers II is a little drunker than you are, and you take full advantage, setting up some classic traps for her. Wait, is it her? To blunder
For him.
into. An easy victory, the Chiefs cheer. Next morning, the Chiefs are scattered around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. Your own hangover isn't too bad, but the thought of the voyage home makes you wince. You bid farewell to the Chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. I was successful.
I think the word is supposed to be pronounced like perilous.
I don't know. Okay, famine. Who wants to be a peasant? I mean, I guess it's a chief
For
peasant.
the chiefs of the
Random
north,
on.
my lord.
No, I'll leave that to Zeno.
The peasants
no
of
peasant.
the
Random
chiefs
on.
of the north. Fine,
Hello?
I'll do
That's
it.
a blue that's a blue peasant, isn't it? Go ahead, shout
It's
it
a
if
blue.
you want to.
Yeah, Zinok refuses. Hello, my majesty. I've travelled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about the price of grain.
Is that a Welsh peasant?
I don't know, it's kind of in the middle of
Oh.
everything.
Fuck.
I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread.
Oh. Gruffy voice.
Yes.
She's right. Grain price in the north is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profit whilst the Commonwealth starve. That spit in my throat. Treasury too low.
You're gonna
Oh,
have
my
to
God.
subsidize something.
You're gonna have to
Or
think
veto something.
carefully.
Oh, this is so bad.
I think it'd veto one of them.
Ah,
Think
gonna
carefully.
veto that one. Go.
That was in. Redamon wants to get the game over with, I see.
Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I'm
with
doomed.
that vote, they win.
Nice.
What do you mean it's 5? Oh, right. 5
Yeah,
a.m.
but-
for you?
No,
It's
5 or
5
lower.
a.m. Oh, maybe.
Stability needs to be 5 or lower.
Oh,
And
that.
it's gonna go
Ah.
further now.
Yeah, so we lose.
Don't think I can get... Oh, I should have put a unity thing on this. Ah, whatever.
It wouldn't have increased it
That
either,
wouldn't really have
unfortunately.
helped. You wait for the free market to solve everyone's problems, and continue to wait. Any day now, you're sure of it.
Oh,
Well, at least we finished our...
While you wait,
summon our
famine
demon.
ravages the north as the price of grain continues to escalate. And I think that's the game over.
Yeah. Everyone succeeds in their plot, but the Chiefs win overall.
Yeah. Oh god,
Okay,
I
that's
I
it.
was getting really close to winning. And then I just got
Oh.
3 events in a row that diminished my stability.
It depends if it triggers at the end of the season or if it triggers at the start of
It
the
triggers at
season.
the end of the season.
It starts now.
Oh, the kingdom in great jeopardy, and the council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign. We need to increase pressure. If the king's in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands. He already does. No more interfering spy master, no more marshal or chancellor or treasurer, a whole new inner circle made up of barons.
For the next stage of
Uh-oh.
the scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons.
Not happening.
Let's see, this should be the counts. Indeed.
Yes.
2
Nice.
counts meet on the outskirts of a barren farm, wind whipping at their long coats.
Yes.
Cloaks.
Yes. Good news from the capital, my friend. Well, bad news, but good news for us. Oh yes, fire, wanton murder, giant spiders. All that and more, the fabric between the worlds is tearing thin. The time is ripe to summon a demon.
heresy.
But which honored guest should we invite?
Oh, great.
You may invite Angelazot, Lord of Dismay, the Seventh Scots Smile, Lower Own Faith, or
Or Race
Belfamina, the Hungering
Trade.
Absence, Queen of Corruption, Gale, Gold, Race Own Trade. So you want to go
Oh,
Trade or
alright.
Faith? This is
Ah,
counts
both.
only.
So,
Yeah.
St. or Slanesh?
A. No, I think B is probably the best bet for us. Because our faith is way too high, too lower, and I'll trade it. Hopefully it's
I'm
not
just
Okay.
kind of
higher
screwed
than...
at this point, though.
Yeah, I mean, it
hopefully
doesn't
it's not
matter what
higher
you
than
choose,
Barons.
because we're screwed anyway. So you're gonna go for Belfamina, the Hungering Absence, Queen of Corruption.
Slanesh.
Belfaminar will bring pestilence and starvation to to the lands. Should be perfect for our plans. When she arrives, the crown will be ours for the taking. Her summoning ritual requires reagents from across Celeste Earth. The petals of a Saracans orchid and the eye of an Atasha salamander. What the fuck is up these names?
I like
Indeed,
foreign
we'll-
names.
We'll stockpile resources before initiating the ritual. The rite. There's no time to waste.
For
Such
the
weird
final
names.
stage of this scheme, the counts must
Yeah,
raise their
fuck.
trade to at least 7.
Yeah, thick.
And now it's time. What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's see.
It triggers at the start of the new year, I'm guessing. So after this, we lose. Unless we get a chance to save it, but we'll see.
Ah,
Yeah, Ragnarok. There you go.
Ragnarok.
doom, 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 doom.
The end of the world feels like any other day, really. The only thing you notice is that all the chiefs are missing from their benches, but council waits for no one, and they're probably out getting drunk anyway.
And that is the first of many reasons why, Your Highness, the March will no longer be able to meet our previous commitments to the corn bushel tax.
Your marshal bursts
Crucial.
through the door, a panicked look on her face. Zanok?
Giants! Ice giants in the march!
Baron Randamon's eyes suddenly go wide. Your spy master gives you a subtle nod. This is just as she had predicted. What about the chief's warriors?
It's not clear. Either the giants slaughtered them or the chiefs let them pass through unhindered. Regardless, it spells doom.
Ice giants in the kingdom are nothing more than northern myth. No one's seen them outside the frozen wastes in centuries.
My own eyes tell me different.
Ice?
Aye.
Aye.
Troops are up to the task, Your Majesty. By the blood of the dead, we will save the kingdom. Who's High Inquisitor? Is it me?
This
They
is
all
the
feel
fault
that.
of the chiefs, your highness! Their lack of devotion to the ninth god has doomed us all! Only he can save us now! Sorry if I blow everyone's eardrums.
It's fine.
It's fair.
One at a time! Before you can get a word in edgewise, someone else pipes up.
Perhaps we could appease him with some tribute. The wealthy barons could certainly afford to hand over some.
Wealthy.
Fuck right off.
Wealthy.
Wealthy.
Wealthy barons.
Well, your
They're
trade
very
is good.
wealthy in trade.
Mary?
Bloody hell, what gives you the right to offer us up like stuffed goose?
Death.
Why not let them ravage our farmlands while we're at it? I'm sure you'd think we could afford it.
Everyone, please, calm yourselves. You're in the presence of the king, need I remind you? Now then, your majesty.
We have a chance to save ourselves, it seems.
None of... Wait, what am I seeing right there? 5,000 from the treasury, 30,000 from personal wealth?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
We'll offer them the food from our stores.
I'll make the arrangements then, shall I?
Food.
Even though you had to raise farming.
Yeah.
Holy.
Rebellion.
No, you still can't rebel because my authority is still up.
It's coming though.
All the food your kingdom can afford is assembled in a ramshackle bazaar to be packed and sent north. The long-suffering peasants eye this bounty with fury. But your nobles go along with it, knowing it might be your only hope of stopping the giants. The tribute, now a caravan, makes its way north alongside a small army of diplomats you await a response. But one never comes. Worse, you receive the reports that the giants are rampaging their way across the countryside, headed straight for the capital. Before you can hope to muster a defense, they are knocking at the gates.
Oof.
That's a very flimsy gate you
Very
have.
politely, apparently.
I don't want to knock my desk
FBI,
harder than
open
that.
up.
The ice giants arrive outside the capital, flanked by triumphant chiefs. Fucking bastards. Treacherous
Rock and
bastards.
stone.
They've put aside their differences to bring you down. It's almost flattering. At the same time, a storm batters your walls, as if called down from the north by the chiefs to herald their victory. I mean, I'm dead anyway, so I will join the city watch in the defense of the city. It does
Oh,
some
well,
good
well,
for them
well.
to see you up on the ramparts, but morale can only last so long in the face of impossible odds. You put up a valiant effort, but the giants burst through the gates with their bare hands. Your officers don't stand a chance. Your Northern Honor Guard conspicuously disappeared a few days ago, so you're left alone once the fighting spreads to the streets. You run through the city, lungs burning from the smoke, when Chief Zenok finds you, a sadistic grin on their face.
There you are. A valiant effort, your majesty, but not enough.
I should have known this was your doing.
You should have. You should have done many things, King, and now here we are.
Two men plotting to kill their superior officer. Was? That's when you see it, rising out of the mist like a lighthouse with anchors for hands. An ice giant looms behind Chief Zenok, who wears a terrible grin.
The flesh eater awaits, Your Majesty.
As Zenok turns away, the giant approaches, picking you up with his hand as if you were a discarded piece of cake.
Zanok, your character is very aptly drawn for this because he looks like Keanu Reeves' character from Much Ado About Nothing, the Kenneth Branagh adaptation.
You shut your eyes and pray to the ninth god that ice giants don't like to play with their food. And that's
Rip.
it. And with that, the chiefs are victorious. King Arcturus Mengs' glorious reign ended in a giant's stomach. Next day, Chief Zenok picked through its droppings in search of a crown. You went through a giant's shit to find my crown.
Wait, I found it though. That isn't to say I was the one digging through it. I may have called in a servant or two. Liquors.
It
No,
might be a bit
the next
round.
day, Chief Zenok picked through its droppings in search of a crown.
Okay, fine.
The
Still,
Baron's attempt to replace the king's advisors never panned out. One night, Baroness Mary awoke to find a smiling spy master holding a knife to their throat and kindly asking them to desist. Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Vachim, your claimant to the throne, and Conte Shattered.
Oh no.
Once the war with
Rip
the
up.
ice
Shattered
giants was
is
won,
dead, Rip
the
Shattered.
chiefs were heralded as the saviors of the kingdom. Skald was crowned amid much pomp and ceremony. Any whispers that the chiefs had arranged the giants' attack were squashed with extreme prejudice.
Well, there's a demon running around, so that's fine.
well, the
Um,
demon did
Yeah,
screw our
maybe you'll
land,
be
I would
saved by
say.
the ice giants. Ice giants versus giant demon.
Yeah.
For some reason I can't hit continue. Ah, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Endgame Ledger, there we
Yes.
go. Manx the family. King Arcturus Manx the famine bringer. Yeah, thank you.
I've been drinking.
Okay, we have game length 3 years. I think that's actually decently long for the first time. Spouse Grigor of the East. Successor was King Skuld. Our nobles. The wealthiest noble is Saturn Flower the second, with 2,200 in the pocket, and the
Spend
previous
money.
noble is Rundamon with 0. And then...
I might have been the poorest, but
things
I'm the
never
only one who
change.
managed to just escape.
And
at the end
this
of
is
that
the
story.
kingdom that you are taking over. 6 authority, 1,300 gold in the treasury, and absolutely no stability.
Well.
Boop.
Nice.
Rock and stone miners. Well done.
Can I just go
Fucking
continue?
stone.
The Emperor protects.
So you can continue as King Skuld if you wanted to.
No thanks.
You poor sod.
Well, I think I'm done with this game for today.
Yeah, I think that's a good
I'm
game.
gonna sleep.
Yeah, but I can definitely say it was an awful lot of fun.
Indeed.
I-
Especially
I
with
did-
paid
I
voice
had a good
actors.
time.
Right?
so
Hey,
I
Hey,
think,
To everybody
like,
on Twitch.
Yes, indeed. Participants. Thank you for carrying us to victory.
and I think I would very much like to do this again next week
I suppose so. That
on
would be
Saturday.
arranged.
I just need to
Sure.
bribe someone into being our general purpose voice actor.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know. I'll find someone.
You said you bribed someone already.
No, I will
No, you
probably
need
have
to
to
bribe someone.
bribe someone.
Oh.
Me and
Or
you
I
are
can
party
just set up a
fighting
custom
party.
Discord for this thing, I guess.
Who will be the monarch next time?
I mean, I'm
Someone
streaming,
who owns
so
the game, I suppose.
I'm streaming,
Yeah.
so me.
Who here has the game?
So. That's your answer.
Yeah. So yeah. I really. Sorry. Yeah, I have to agree. First of all, Twitch chat is thanking all of you or saying amazing voice actors. So, well done to all of you.
Yay.
And yeah, I mean, doing this as a visual novel
Cheers.
makes this a whole lot more interesting and a whole lot more funny. So yeah, next time I might just set up a custom Discord for this, but we'll know. We'll know.
Or
We'll-
just repurpose another one.
Yeah, but it would be the one I have, like,
You
someone
have
one
control
of us
over.
have access to.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
So yeah, to the stream, I wish all of you. First of all, thank you to all of you for watching and participating. Special shoutouts to Ranamon, also known as Jetfire Forever, Oberriff and Moonslide Keeper, and also James Games 415 for subs and follows. Thank you very much. And I wish all of you a very good night. Goodbye.
Bye.